And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get ready. So Edge will be starting on pole, followed by Dill. Savory's in P3. And let's hope he doesn't get turned tonight. Calbo, Ross, Mitchie, Zombie, Max, DT, Berserk, Jared, Hugo, Banter, Poms, Penske, Matt, Dubstep, Rain, RBHRT is at the back. So Dubstep does get P3. DT gets P4. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. There is your grid order. As they get ready, yes they are, and they're off for race number 2. We'll turn off for turn 1. Oh, down the inside goes X-Steel already. So X-Steel's already taken the race lead. Savory coming under pressure from Calbo Oz. So we need to play focus once again. Deal and Edge, half a second away. Savory cuts the corner treat there. Gee, 3-second time penalty already. Rain HC is already into P3. Let's see where... Rain's into P9 currently. So coming from second last into P8. Wow. Already. And there's a bit of an accident at the back end. And that is a safety car. Safety car is coming out. As we can see the number 20 going backwards. That's usually the tell of the safety car is coming out. Calbo Oz has caught up to RBH, Edge and X-Dill. Edge has run very, very wide. He's hit nearly into. He's hit the wall. I think he has. No, he hasn't. Calbo Oz into P2. Savory Mince Pies into P4. If Savory can hold on to this position, he'll be absolutely dancing stars. As the fireworks are going off already here, ladies and gentlemen. The top 3 already pretty close together, but Dill's put out nearly a 2-second gap to Calbo Oz. We'll go on board with Savory. He's been under attack at the moment. Actually, no, Maxmate has made the move on Poms. Poms has been pushed out. Poms down the inside of Rain. Oh, Poms has spun it. Poms has spun it. There's a big kerfuffle again. So definitely, I think safety car will be out. We'll go on board with X-Dill. Let's see what happens. Yes, the safety car is now going into a straight line. So X-Dill gets the jump on Edge, goes up into P1. And there we go. Oh, well, the safety car's been changed back. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our first safety car of the race. Big chaos at the back as we're on lap 2 of 17. And yes, people can now pit, as it's now after lap 1, and you can pit under the safety car if they choose to pit. Savory still in P4. Lost the position to Calbo Oz, but Calbo Oz into P2 is picked up a couple of positions. So let's go down to the race order. So we've got X-Dill P1, Calbo in P2, Edge is in 3rd, Savory Mince Pies in 4th, Max is in 5th, Rain HC from at the second last is in 6th, Ryan is in P7 after starting last, DT's in 8th, Matt is in 9th, Jared's in 10th, Mitchie is in 11th, Roscoe's in 12th, Penske 13th, Banter 14th, Berserk 15th, Zombie in 16th, Poms 97 he's in 17th, Dubstep is in 18th, and Hugo is at the back in 19th. So we'll go back on board with X-Dill 419X. As I think there will be another lap of the safety car, I do believe. I think so. So who will take the punt? Who will be making the first move? Savory's trying to overtake people under safety car. Carbo Oz is in. Dill is in. And there's a big crash into the pit lane. Oh dear. So thank God I've called out that bloody half the grid is in. So who stayed out? Let's have a look. So Edge has stayed out. Savory has stayed out. Matt has stayed out. Banter has stayed out. Zombie stayed out. Hugo stayed out. So 6 cars have stayed out. Maybe there might be another safety car coming towards the end of this race. We're on lap 3 of 17. I do believe the cars will catch up to this battle pack. Savory's overtaken Edge once again, so Edge is back into P1. Wait for the rest of the grid to catch back up. I think this will be the last lap of the safety car. Savory is looking racy already against Edge. If Savory gets off to a good start, he can use Edge as a blockade for the cars behind. Oh! Jeez, Savory. Thank God everyone's staying in a straight line. Matt's trying to go down the inside. And I think it might be another lap of the safety car. Safety car's not bolted yet. Oh, wait, yep, there we go. The Edge is now backing the battle pack up, so we'll take off the map so we can see what is going to happen. As Edge is now not yet going. We're going off this final corner. There we go, we are green flag racing. There we go, Matt has a bit of a spin, or half spin. But Edge gets off to a good start. Same as Savory. He's right behind. We'll go on player focus. Let's go on to Savory of the Mince Pies. Already coming under attack from Is That Man 039. Just remember the top 6 haven't pitted yet. So Savory's fallen down to P4. Matt and Edge have a bit of a collision. What can the man with the greatest game attack of all time do? Will he send it down the inside? No, it's a bit too far back, but he's been under pressure from top Banter 07 in that Mercedes. I do believe that he's yes it is. It is a Mercedes that Banter is racing in. Banter down the inside gets the move done. Coming out of the chicane, yes he does. Matt and Edge. Let's go on board with Is That Man 039 side by side. Edge is pushing Matt up against the wall. Matt has the race lead, but Edge has the inside line for this next corner. Banter making it 3 wide. Bit of contact. Matt goes wide. Banter has the race lead. Matt stays in P2. Savory has lost a position to Alan Hugo. Banter and Matt are going side by side again. Hugo has not pitted as well as the front 2, but 1.5 seconds between Banter and Hugo. These 2 into the final sector. Looks like Savory is still in P4, but he's got a fair way to catch up to Alan Hugo. as we start. We'll come towards the end of lap number 4 and the start of number 5. 13 racing laps left. Here we go. Let's go on board with Top Banter. It's half a second between Matt and Banter. Hugo's caught a couple of tenths, but not much. He's still over a second behind Top Banter. Looks like there's a bit of carnage towards the back end. Let's go on board with VSR, Roscoe Arm. He's lost the position to B Dubstep. Roscoe's back down at 16th, which is unfortunate. Penske's at the back of the grid as well. So we'll go on board with... Let's go on board... We'll go on board with Rain HC. Gets the move done on Savory into P4. Maybe Savory can just hang on to Rain HC. Actually, let's go on board with New Zealand Ryan or RBH RT97. Will Savory let him go or will Ryan send it? It looks like he's going to send it. Yes, he does. Down the inside. But I do think Savory just yielded that position. So Savory went from 3rd down to 6th at the moment. We'll go on board with Player Focus. Oh no, we want this one. Let's have a look at Top Banter and Matt getting closer and closer. Same with Alan Hugo. He's clawed up about half a second, maybe more, to this battle pack. And Rain HC is right there, who's also pitted. Do not forget, as we're coming towards the end of lap number 5. Top Banter was going in, but no, he dummies. Looking for the inside line on Matt, but Matt stays ahead. Banter, will he send it down the inside? No, he stays behind. Is that Matt? Matt has a 3.5 second penalty. Not sure about Top Banter. Here you go. About half a second between the top 3 on each. But Rain HC is also right there behind everybody. Same with RBH RT97. As the fireworks are still going off here, ladies and gentlemen. We're on lap 6 of 17. 12 racing laps to go. And also a potential of another safety car. Banter looking for a move on Matt, doesn't get the move done. Probably going to wait until Matt makes a mistake, but Rain is right behind Alan Hugo. Pushing him through this part of the circuit. Rain down the inside. And gets the move done. What a move by Rain HC. I'm so glad I caught that on stream. What a move by Rain HC on Alan Hugo. Down the inside, moves up into P3. Banter goes a bit wide. Rain touches the wall a little bit. Banter goes very, very far wide. And the top 5 stay out, of course, because Rain and Ryan's already pitted already, and they're in the top 5. But Rain's on the podium. So we've got 2 battle packs happening. One for the race lead and one for P4. Rain's is right in the middle of both of them. There's also another battle pack happening at the moment. Let's go on board with Master of the Berserks in P number 6. Savory's down in P7. But he's got Zombie Hunter right behind him, so we'll go on board with Zombie. Zombie down the inside. No. Savory locks up. DT goes very, very far wide. Maximate takes P9 like no tomorrow. But Zombie is pushing Savory down this long straight. They're going side by side here. Zombie down the inside of Savory. Savory late on the brakes, but Zombie holds on to that P7. As Berserk is pulling out a gap, and they're going 3 wide here. Maxmate, Zombie and Savory around that corner, 3 wide. Oh, contact! Max stays in a straight line somehow. But DT's back up into P8. Zombie stays in P7, Max. And DT down the inside, there is Jared. Right there behind Savory. Savory could be outside the top 10. Oh, big battle pack on for P8, and Edge is right there as well. Max has spun. Same with Jared. Max is off. I think Max and Jared, no. Oh, someone's into the pit lane. It's Savory. Savory's into the pit lane. He's had enough of those tyres. As we start lap number 8, DT is in P6 with a 7-point-something second of penalties already. Jared's got 14 seconds of penalties. This is the true meaning of BANTERCARS here, ladies and gentlemen. Zombie is hounding DRC Jared. Oh, I need to catch up my breath. Savory is down in P19, which is unfortunately, he needs a safety car to happen if he has any chance of coming back into this race. We'll go back on board. Actually, no, wrong one. We'll go back on board with Top Banter, who is still in P2. Rain HC is now taking the race lead. So I think Matt has pitted for those fresh tyres. RBHRT, our championship leader, still in P3. His worst result is actually P4. That's the only time he's been off the podium all season so far. Here's a 372 point gap to second place, but Laggy isn't racing here tonight. And Hugo is a further couple more points behind Laggy as well. Top Banter goes very, very far wide again. That second to last corner is having some troubles with a few cars. We'll go on board with DRC Jared. He's in a battle with DT at the moment. Not really, kinda. And someone else is into the pit lane. I think it's Max. No, it's Zombie. Zombie is into the pit lane. Let's give some screen time to VSR Roscoe Arm. He's hounding Penske for P14, looking for the move from far away back. Matt is in P16, so he needs to get a move on. Let's get some Roscoe some screen time here, ladies and gentlemen, in this battle pack towards the lower end of the grid. Oh, Penske's made a mistake. So is Roscoe. That's given an invitation to Is That Matt down the outside. Gets the move done, but Roscoe hangs back. A little bit of contact between Roscoe, Matt, and Penske. Oh, Penske gets a shocking run. Jeez, Roscoe's pushing Matt. Penske's squeezing Roscoe. He's boxed him in. Are they going to go 3 wide? No. They stay behind each other. Penske looks like he's making a move on two. Is that Matt? But no, Matt gets ahead of Penske for P14. So Matt's starting to make some moves happen. He needs to hurry back up into that top 10 again. There's X still in P number 12 after leading the race. There's also a battle on between RBH RT97 and Top Banter. It looks like Banter's giving up the spot to New Zealand Ryan, or RBH RT97 as he's now known in this series. As we're on lap 10 of 17, jeez, this race has flown by. Rain, 2.5 second gap to New Zealand Ryan. And the cars at the back are hoping and praying for a safety car. Rain does not want a safety car. I don't think RBH RT97 wants one either. I think Banter might be the only one that could benefit from a safety car if something were to happen. Let's go on board with the D10 Jared still going at it. Let's go on board with B Dubstep. Dubstep makes the move on Mitchie for P9. So I just caught the back end of that. Matt is in P13. It's overtaken X Steel. And that's not going to be great for Is That Matt for his career here at RRL. He's 1.5 seconds behind Poms for an 8070. So Matt could potentially get back in to that top 10 if he overtakes Poms very quickly. Zombie down in P19. I think the back three just decided to have a battle with each other as we start lap 11. 7 racing laps here, ladies and gentlemen. Someone is into the pit lane. Let's have a look. It's Alan Hugo. Hugo is into the pit lane. We'll go on board with Mitchie. We won't go on board with Mitchie as he's now pitted. We'll go on board with Is That Matt 039 again. This could be a place for the top 10. Poms locks up badly. But I think that's a new livery for Is That Matt 039. We're already in race 1, but I forgot to mention it. I do think that is a new livery for him. Matt, down the inside of Poms. Here we go, side by side on this straight. Matt, down the inside. Can Poms do the switchback? No, he can't. So Matt is into P9. What a move from Is That Matt 039. But here comes Poms for the win 87 here. Back around the outside. Matt. Bit of contact with Poms, but nothing happening. Matt stays into P9. Mitchie comes out in P number 16. Savory's back down in P19, so something's happening with Savory. I don't know if safety car is out. No, it's not. About 3.5 seconds gap between Dubstep and Matt. Can Matt carry Poms to B Dubstep 23? Who knows? I think Matt and Poms might be in a party with each other. I think. Matt and Poms are still going at it. Mitchie back up into P14. He's a fair way off from Roscoe. Roscoe in P13. What a result for Mr. VSR himself. He's, what, about 4 seconds behind Penske. But we don't know about penalties. I might have to get confirmation at the end of this race. But there we go, VSR, Roscoe up in P13. I think this might be one of his best results if the race were to end like this. As I think there's going to be a little bit of a battle on between Rain and Ryan. It's under 2 seconds. We're going board with RBH RT97. As we come to the end of lap number 12, the start of lap 13. We're going to have 5 racing laps left of this round 7, yes, we're in a corkscrew circuit. Rain has a 1.5 second penalty. So if we go on to Rain, let's see how many penalties Ryan has, if we can. Ryan does have penalties, but I don't know how much. Five and a half seconds does RBH RT97. So depending on what Banter has, Ryan might have P2 in the bag. As it all comes down to what Top Banter has, and as I said, we've got 5 racing laps, so more penalties could happen. So let's go on board with let's go on board with Max, mate. I think that's also a new livery for MaxMate 990 as well. So I do apologise, Max, if you watch this back, that we haven't given you some screen time, but here we are. We're going to give you some screen time right now and show off that new livery. But we're going to go on board with B Dubstep. He's looking for a move on Matt, but not yet. It's a bit too far back. Palms! Oh, nearly hits the back of B Dubstep, but he catches up a reasonable amount of time to B Dubstep, which is upsets rhythm by the looks of it. Matt's put out a bit of a gap. About a second gap between Matt and B Dubstep. As we on lap 14 or 17. Four racing laps to go. But it looks like Ryan has actually caught up. Or he's about 1.5 seconds behind Rain. So hopefully Ryan can catch that little bit more so we can watch their battle. But it looks like that's happening right now. As Ryan looks like he's better on the brakes than Rain is at the moment. About 1.5 seconds, so the gap's been pulled out a little bit. Rain has 3 seconds of penalties, but we do know Ryan has 5.5 seconds of penalties as well. So Rain might have to be careful with track limits. And Top Banter is all on his own in P number 3. Berserk is all on his own in P4. Jared gotten away from DT. But Max and Hugo are very close to each other on track. But I think Hugo just made the move on to Max, mate. Penske's in 12th. Oh, I was going to say Savory is in 13th, but Savory is in 15th. But Roscoe, all on his own in P13. Might be his best result, I think. So this will be handy points in the standings for VSR Roscoe Arm. As Caliber Eyes has made a move onto Savoury Mince Pie. We're going back on board with Savoury to watch the back end of that. But Savoury goes very wide. There's Egg Steel down the inside. It's 24.7 seconds. Oh! Edge and Calbo. Oh, the... well, I think... yeah. Yeah, we'll just move on. We'll go back on board with Savoury of the Mince Pies. But I do think the back four have just pretty much just given up. So we'll go on board with what is... Oh, I think Ryan is still about just over a second behind Rain Hates C. I think Rain has actually won a race in this season already. So this could be Rain's second win of the season. It's under a second between Rain and Ryan. We got 2 racing laps to go. I don't think there will be a safety car happening unless it's something very, very bad. Top Banter 8 seconds behind the front 2, but he's all on his own. Same with Master Berserk in P4, about half a track away. Rain still has that 3-second time penalty. As far as I know, Ryan still has that 5.5 second penalty as well. But he's got 7.2 seconds of penalties. Banter has 24 seconds. So he might lose P3. As X-Steel has... I don't know what X-Steel is doing. So lap traffic. Cowboy Oz gets out of the way. And that's brought Ryan back up under a second to Rain. 0.8 of a second separates the two. I think we'll stay on this battle till the end of the race. What can New Zealand Ryan do? Or RBHRT 97? I know penalties, but Ryan might want to just overtake him on track. Here we go, the final lap here at the Yas Marina's Corkscrew Circuit for round 7 of V8 BANTERCARS, and a battle between Rain HC and RBHRT 97. The men that finished 1 and 2 in race 1 are back at it again in race number 2. Ryan is our championship leader. Rain, kind of sort of defending champion, I think. I know these two have won BANTERCARS before, but I can't remember which one won it last time. But here we go. Ryan through the chicane. gets an okay exit. Ryan gets a bit of a squirmy exit, but holds on to that P1. Ryan in that slipstream. He's gaining, but not gaining enough. I don't think. Brakes, catches up, he's pushed, or not pushing him, but it's caught up a heap of amount of a time. As we come through the final sector, it looks like Ryan will hold on unless something happens drastically between the front two. Ryan goes off track a little bit. Ryan desperately trying to make up that time back up. He's pushing up Rain. Will Ryan send it down the inside? Yes, he will, but Rain catches him and holds on for that P-Rod. Ryan, he's got a few more corners to hold on, does Rain. But can Ryan send it down the inside of one of these last few corners? Here we go. Ryan goes out wide. Here he comes, down the inside. No, locks up. It looks like Rain will hold on for that race win. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Master Berserk has overtaken top Banter. Banter's has had some drama. Can it be a puncture? I don't think you can get punctures in this game. I'm not exactly sure. But he's been hounded by DT, and is that Matt? Benter goes out wide, DT holds on. Same with Matt. So Berserk will finish in P3, Jared in P4, Banter in P5, DT in 6th, Matt in 7th, Dubstep is in 8th. Looks like Alan Hugo will finish in P number 9. Poms will finish in P10, Max in 12th, Penske Max in 11th, sorry. Penske in 12th. VSR Roscoe Arm, I think his highest position in P number 13. Mitchie is 17 seconds back. So Roscoe in P number 13 gets some valuable championship points. We'll go on board with Mitchie. Finishes in P14. Zombie in 15th. Cowboy Oz in 16th. Savory is still half a track behind. And I have no idea what Edge is doing. So Zombie in 15th. Cowboy Oz will finish in P16th. Savory will finish in 17th, Edge in 18th, and Dill in 19th, with Warden at the back because of safety car. But as you can see at the top, there is your race order. So Penske gets 12th, Roscoe 13th, Mitchie, Zombie, Calbo. So Ryan takes the win, followed by Ryan, Berserk, and Jared. Banter, DT, Matt, and Dubstep. Hugo, Poms, Max, and Penske. So that is your race order. I think that's including penalties as well. And poor old Savory of the mince pies, and I think that's race over. So that is it here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So Rain is your winner for race number 2 at the Yas Marina circuit called Screw. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's race. Let me just see, where are we at next week? Current series, BANTERCARS, calendar. We are Road Atlanta full. So Road Atlanta is next week for BANTERCARS, unless I'm blind and it's a week break, but I'm pretty sure we are at Road Atlanta. So please join myself in the commentary box for more V8 BANTERCARS next Tuesday here on the Redline Racing League Twitch channel at 7 PM. Sorry. And as always, I will leave these standings at the end of each video. Until next week, it is goodbye. And we'll see you all there next time. See ya.